Today, I cut holes in my boat and annoy my wife.
Welcome to another episode of our Great Loop project boat that we bought in Florida and cruised home to Tennessee. On this series of videos, we do lots of DIY projects and we take small adventures on the Tennessee River. Today, we install a new sound system. Alright, so what we are going to do today is I got a couple used Fusion units right here off a salvage boat. I'll get into that a little bit later. Anyway, they're both the AV750s. They're a little bit outdated, but they're still fairly up to date. They still have a CD player in them, but they do everything I think I want them to do. They do just about what all the modern stuff do. They hook up to the high-speed Garmin network and via Ethernet and the NEMA 2000 network, and supposedly you can control these things through like the Garmin screens and stuff like that I have around the boat. We'll see how that works after I get it installed. So I have a set of Rockford Fosgate. I bought a set of 8 speakers, 4 6.5s and 4 8s. I'm going to put 6 of those on this boat, and plus a subwoofer, so I'll have a total of 7 speakers on the outside. This boat's pretty limited on where I can actually put speakers. There's not very many good cavities. However, the first thing we need to do is strip out some old wiring. There's so much old wiring on this boat. I have already taken out an amazing amount of wiring inside the bilge. So I am going to install one of those Fusion units up here. I may just install one of them depending on how well it works with the network. However, I'm going to kind of temporarily install it up here. I do plan on cutting all this out and completely redoing this dash from head to toe. All the gauges are going to go away. All this old antiquated radar stuff, it's all going to go away. And I'm probably just going to run a couple screens up here with the gauges through the screens. And I think it's best to put the head unit up here too, just so I can control it real easily while I'm underway if needed. So let's get under this hatch and let's start ripping out some old wiring. I wonder if this whole thing still works. That would be it wouldn't surprise me if it did. It'd be kind of surprising if it didn't. They don't really make old electronics like this anymore. An old CRT radar. Alright, so I bought some brand new
4-gauge wire, 15 foot each. And it's a lot better than that crap that you normally get from a Chinese car install kit. This is legit marine tinted copper, oil resistant. So this is the best of the best going to this amp, so there should be no voltage drop or draw. It's exactly what the amp manufacturer recommended. So here we go, we're gonna feed it through the hole.
Alright, I got 1, 2 of the holes, and I got the big subwoofer. It took me a couple tries to get the line right. Now we gotta cut it, and this makes me nervous. Alright, so I am picking this back up. It is the very next day. I was out here till about 10 o'clock trying to get these speakers installed, and just trying to do it right is taking a lot of time. So all I have to do is run some more wires for some speakers over here and get the head unit itself wired up, and then hopefully we'll be jamming. Okay, so that includes my speaker and amp install. Now I'm gonna hook up the head unit. Alright, so I know all of this still looks like crap, okay? All this up here, all this behind the gauges. Keep in mind, all this is coming back out. This is all just temporary from here. Like over here where the amp is, that's permanent. This right here, the section, I'm ripping all this out, cutting fiberglass, reconfiguring that whole entire dash. All right, guys, here you go. It's all installed. It all works. It is simply amazing. I got the Fusion head unit working with the network up here and down here. So I ended up having to hook it up to the high-speed network. I thought it would do it through the NEMA 2000, but it didn't seem to work, so I hooked it up to the Ethernet. And man, this, for what I got in this system, it sounds amazing. Like, I think I gave $400 for the speakers. I gave $100 for that head unit, and then the rest of the stuff. Oh, I gave $100 for the amplifier, and then the rest of the stuff I probably got like $300-ish in just hardware and cables and wiring and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm in it. You know, normally a system like this would probably cost you a few thousand, and I'm probably in it under $1,000. So I am tickled to death. All right, let's check this thing out. I know you guys are dying to hear the stereo, and unfortunately you're just kind of limited to whatever device you're watching this on, but it sounds fantastic. Now keep in mind, I have to play music that is not copyrighted, so I'm choosing the best I can. Everything worked absolutely amazing. It all communicated very well with all the Karman screens. What was more amazing is it actually communicated better with the older screen down in the cabin. It seemed to have way more functionality. Overall, I couldn't be any more happy. For what I got in this thing, it is absolutely amazing. I'm just glad I didn't have to spend thousands of dollars to get this kind of system. Now when I'm cruising up to Tom Bigby or something long and boring, I'll have some entertainment. Holy crap, that was really bad and kind of slow and painful on the way up here with no music, no nothing. Not even a phone to play with because there was no cell phone service. I know this episode was just kind of short and sweet with the audio system, but hang in there. There is a lot, I mean a lot, to be coming out. We've got a lot of video footage and some crazy stuff has happened on some short journeys we have taken on the Tennessee River. So things are gonna get interesting, I promise you. It was bad. You're gonna have to wait a few episodes to find out what happens. I'm working on it. Drama, drama, drama.